So recently, there have been debates about obviously other galaxies of existing, but some people have often asked, has anything been discovered in another galaxy, like stars and other planets? Well, apparently there's been reason to believe that they've discovered more planets in another galaxy, and it's actually very interesting because it's like a super planet. And it's also very interesting how we know at least 5,000 of them exist, but they're like in our galaxy. So it's interesting to be able to observe one so far away. It's been located in the Messier galaxy, which is roughly 28 million light years away from our galaxy. And that doesn't surprise me because, depending on like how you look at galaxies, they all have like different characteristics, hence like what kind of galaxy it is. And therefore galaxies are usually moving faster and they're always collecting more mass, so they're always enlarging themselves. So like even when a star blows up and engulfs everything it does, or takes a black hole, takes all that energy and warps it somewhere else. I mean, you're eventually going to discover things that are holding that energy within that big cluster of nebulous. So that's what galaxies basically are, just stars and planets, moons, rocks, and everything else in between. It's actually an exoplanet, not a super, sorry. And basically, it's kind of got like its own. It kind of looks like Jupiter, but it's different though. And it's also probably one of the bigger planets we've discovered before. It's not like the size of Earth, but it's a lot bigger. And there's even been planets that are far bigger than Jupiter. If you don't know this, it's possible that even some planets could be failed stars for what, like Jupiter, for example, could have been a star at one point in its life because based on its mass and luminosity. But but every planet's different in a galaxy. Depending on where they came from and just what their physical characteristics are, their magnet fields, their atmosphere, their elements, their surface, their cores, everything that you can think of that that we study on a planet to ensure its physical heritage. They used an X-ray lighting to actually be able to find it easier, and it was actually interesting how it stood out at the time. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'm gonna find more information about this, but right now this is all I could find for it. So if anybody has any ideas, please let me know. But I'll just basically say this is just more reasons to believe the universe is infinite, and there's just so much more out there that we don't understand. Because like everything in space moves, everything's made of energy, but the faster things move and the velocity, it creates more energy, and therefore we get more planets, galaxies, and it's just reason to believe that everything's infinite and beyond.